Greetings, everybody. It's the Truth Will Rise back with a new video, and kind of excuse me, what I want to get into today is how we as Black people can get our collective acts together, and some of these things have been talked about so many times, but I guess sometimes we we need to hear things over and over again. And primarily, one of the things that we need to do is collectivize economically because we have so much power financially, but we blow it on crap. Um, and I'm not talking about bills and surviving, but instead of investing in ourselves or investing um, in our communities, we invest in having fun. We blow it on, sneakers and electronics and all this stuff, um, making other people rich rather than pooling our resources and coming together. And we could really, really make an impact because in today's world, you can do a lot more speaking with your dollars than you can in many other ways because uh, the pocketbook is the quickest way to get people's attention. But not only that, if we can become economically viable and independent, we don't have to worry about um, getting their attention. They'll have to come to us. Everyone will have to come to us rather than the other way around. And think about it. We need to be more business minded, business and entrepreneurial focus. And I may have and I have actually touched on this in another video. And I got a couple points that I want to make on that real quick because so many of us, for instance, talk about, and I've heard parents talking about what sport they want their child to play, and because this sport you can play for X number of years, and my response: shut your mouth, okay? Stop, because first of all, the odds of them playing, they have a better chance of winning the lottery than they do of playing a professional sport. The odds, I think, the last time I looked, are roughly 13 million. So let's be honest. It's probably not going to happen. But yet and still, even, I would tell my child, yeah, being a pro athlete is cool, but being the owner of the team is better. I mean, why be Shaq when you can be Jerry Buss, who signs the checks? That's what I would tell my son or daughter if I had one. But also, we need to, excuse me, we need to patronize our own business, and I realized this from thinking back early on, is that for whatever reason, we have been conditioned and have conditioned ourselves not to trust our own people, not only just in regular aspects of life, but particularly in business. Um, you know, you hear it all the time. You can't go to such and such because they're not good, as if to say that no other group out there, has bad business or businesses that don't do what they need to do. And somehow, we've just got that condition that Black people won't do right when it comes to business. When that is not true, there are a myriad of businesses out there that are Black owned that are doing what they need to do. They're providing quality goods and services to their community at a very reasonable price, and they're doing very well. So, first of all, we got to get rid of that thinking because that's not simply the truth. Excuse me. Sorry about that. And I think the next thing is that we have to look at owning our own businesses. Because Because just a case in point, I was looking for a black dry cleaner several weeks. I needed to have some laundry services done, and lo and behold, I couldn't find one. You know, I think that is one of the things that we need to really focus on, and keeping the dollars in our own community. Because in other communities, they circle, on average 5 to 7 times. Us, we get it, gone, you know. Before it's even in your pocket, good, it's out in someone else's pocket. And I think we need to focus more on that, teaching the young how to be business owners, how to think like entrepreneurs, and really focus on that rather than some of the trivial things that we do focus on. But we have to also just get to a point to where we don't look at each other as enemies. And that's kind of part of that that Willie Lynch syndrome that kind of keeps us held down by many times. It's those in our own community, and that's part of the reason we spend so much time focusing and infighting amongst ourselves. We can't even begin to prop up and rebuild our own community. And so that's what's got to happen. We have to learn how to be self-sufficient, and that's one of the ways that we do. Owning, all our own businesses, so that within our own community, all of our needs can be fulfilled. So we don't even have to go somewhere else to have something done for the most part. And so, parents out there, if you have children, teach them about entrepreneurship. How to do that. Me myself, yes, I have a job, but that is not the end all. That is not the master plan. I can assure you of that. That you will definitely be hearing from me on a business level in the near future. But that's what we, as black people, we have to do. We have to do. Because we cannot continue to try to run to a system that has helped to put us in the state that we're in, thinking that same system is going to bail us out. If we're going to do it, it's going to have to be us. We've got the talent, we've got the intelligence, we've got the economic ability. What has to happen is that has to be channeled in the right direction. And it starts with all of us kind of understanding that we all play a part in this, and we need to all get on collectively the same page and understand that we are not each other's enemy. Okay? You can't look at another brother and sister as your enemy. You look at that brother and sister as your brother. And knowing that, we can't do this without one another. And we kind of, and I'm not saying, in a kumbaya type sense, but, we have to transcend beyond how we're looking at each other in our community. And that's the first step, because all of the business acumens and ideas or whatever in the world won't amount to a hill of beans if we keep looking at each other like, I don't know about them, yada, yada, yada. It's not going to happen. Okay? We have to look at each other as colleagues, in a sense, that we're all pulling the rope in the same direction. And once that starts to happen, then we can make some great strides for ourselves and our community, but as well as for future generations. And so, I say, hey, why not start right here, right now, with doing that? So, this is the Truthful Rod. I don't, just saying my piece, and I hope a few people who will see this video, somebody will take what I'm saying and run with it and start to implement some of these things, because the time is not now, but right now. So, it's our community, our people, our responsibility. That's my new motto. This is The Truth Will Rise. Wishing everyone peace and power. I'm out.